Xi Jinping is the most powerful man in China since Mao Zedong. He's sitting on the top of the Chinese Communist Party, but he's not sitting comfortably. Being at the top means there's just a lot further to fall. The increasingly paranoid dictator is now afraid someone is planning to assassinate him. Welcome to China Uncensored, I'm Chris Chappell. Erasing hard drives shouldn't be difficult. Neither should pricing, licensing, and use. Securely and easily erase all kinds of drives with PC Doctor Drive Erase, all starting under $60. I'll tell you more at the end. Xi Jinping is behaving strangely, and there's good reason for it. He thinks someone is trying to kill him. China risk consultancy Sino Insider obtained information from sources with knowledge of the matter that Xi Jinping is greatly concerned about the possibility of assassination attempts against him, and has placed heightened importance on ensuring his personal safety. And his increasingly erratic and paranoid behavior proves it. I have some examples of that, but first, I think you know what this means. It's time for another episode of the people's favorite communist soap opera, General Hostility. Previously on General Hostility, communist power struggles abound. It seemed like Xi Jinping had emerged victorious, undisputed control over all levels of the Chinese Communist Party, term limits to his power broken, his greatest rival, former Chinese leader Jiang Zemin, dead. But from the ashes of Jiang's clique comes a new challenger, and he's out for Xi's blood. Man, just when you thought that show was over, it comes back for an even more exciting season. We know the Jiang faction has tried to kill Xi before. Shortly after Xi came to power, two of the Jiang faction's top people, would-be leader Bo Xilai and head of China's police Zhou Yongkang, attempted a coup. Spoiler alert, it failed and they both ended up in jail. But Jiang Zemin's right-hand man is still out there, Zheng Qinghong. He's been close to Jiang since the 90s. Here he is on the right during Jiang's 1997 trip to the US. He's in his 80s now and officially retired, but you're never too old to retire from a good old-fashioned communist power struggle. Zheng is now leading a small but powerful faction against Xi, and they've got a lot of ammo to use against him. Figurative ammo. I'll get to the literal ammo in a bit. The Chinese economy is in crisis, thanks in part to Xi's botched zero-COVID policy, but also because China has alienated just about every other country on Earth, and businesses are pulling out. Protests are brewing, especially as Chinese youth can't find jobs, spouses, or homes. And according to sources speaking to Nikkei Asia, party elders led by Zheng Qinghong reprimanded Xi Jinping. That was in August at an annual meeting of top communist officials in the beachside resort of Beidaihe. Xi Jinping apparently didn't take that too well. We have an idea of how he responded from Wu Zuolai, a Chinese political commentator and independent scholar residing in the United States. On Twitter, I'm not calling it X, he posted a cryptic message from his sources about how Xi supposedly responded, saying, Jiang Zemin had no sense of responsibility. He passed me the parcel to have it blow up in my hands. Don't even think about it. I'll blow up all you BS with the parcel and none of you can escape. It's better to blow up the Communist Party so we can have a new China. You're all not even communists anymore. Blow it up and the Chinese nation will be revived. Xi then recited poems by himself on the beach, laughing wildly and cursing, you're all hostile foreign forces spreading rumors, which makes him sound like he's not all there. Now there's no way to confirm that, but there are signs that Xi is acting strangely. People are gunning for him. Xi knows if he slips up, it will cost him his life. He has good reason to be paranoid. I'll tell you more after the break. Welcome back. There have already been attempts on Xi's life, and if you understand that, a very clear picture of a paranoid dictator in fear of losing his grip on power starts to form. But before I continue, I gotta share with you an exciting opportunity. Do you like gaming? Do you like complex geopolitical analysis with pretentious philosophical ramblings sprinkled in with a dash of humor? Then you might be the perfect candidate for our new channel, Gamers Unbeaten. We have a segment called Deep Thoughts While Gaming, and we're looking for writers. If you have experience writing, send a resume and cover letter to gamersunbeaten@gmail.com, explaining why you think you'd be the perfect candidate for the job. Applications will be closed September 30th, so if you're watching this episode in the future and you missed the date, Please don't apply. Back to the show. Xi Jinping knows party elders aren't happy with him. He also saw recently with the Wagner mutiny against Putin that trusted allies can easily turn on you. That's why Xi is taking steps to make sure he's not assassinated. When floods were ravaging northern China, people were wondering, where is Xi Jinping? During natural disasters, the head of the Communist Party usually comes out to the affected areas to show how much he cares about the people. But Xi Jinping kept himself hidden, keeping his movements secret. At the end of August, after his reprimand from party elders, Xi headed to South Africa for the BRICS summit. According to Up Media, a Taiwanese media, a month before the BRICS summit, Xi had the presidential suite he was staying in completely gutted and replaced with his own furniture, beds, mattress, even cups and bowls. We're talking Stalin-level paranoia. Then, Xi unexpectedly skipped a key business event. And what makes it even more mysterious is that no one said why. Without any explanation, China's commerce minister delivered the speech instead. It didn't seem like it was planned because China's foreign ministry published his speech and forgot to edit out the part that said it was given by Xi. Did Xi suddenly feel it wouldn't be safe to turn up somewhere at a scheduled time? And then, the big mystery from BRICS, as Xi was walking through the doors on a red carpet, someone closed the door on his staff. You can see he's looking over his shoulder. What was running through his mind? Was he wondering, is this it? Xi's erratic behavior continued after BRICS. Immediately after, instead of going back to Beijing, the seat of government, Xi went to the remote Xinjiang in western China. There was a lot of speculation about why he made that trip. One idea was that Xi wanted to dispel rumors that his weird behavior during BRICS was because he had a health issue. You know, the robust leader getting right back to domestic business after international travel. But here's another take. Lately, Xi has been demanding absolute loyalty, ramping up his anti-corruption campaign, even targeting top brass in the military. Definitely not a paranoid dictator. Xi may have gone to Xinjiang to show support for his ally, Ma Xingrui, who runs the place. But according to Sino Insider, another reason for the Xinjiang trip may have been due to considerations of personal security. If Xi had caught wind of an assassination plot or other threats to his person while he was in South Africa, he could have taken a leaf out of Mao Zedong's book and made a quote-unquote unexpected and rapid detour to Xinjiang to foil the plans of his enemies. This would have bought him and his security team time to stay one step ahead of anyone looking to do him in and schedule new travel arrangements. But one travel arrangement that wasn't made was to the G20 summit in India. That was very strange. Many are taking Xi's no-show as a sign of China's retreating from international diplomacy. But that doesn't really make sense. Ever since Xi ended his zero-COVID policy, he's been trying to portray to the world that China was back open for business. Just a few months ago, Xi Jinping met with Biden at the G20 summit in Bali. And with China's economy tanking hard, he needs international investment more than ever. Going to the G20 summit in India this month would have given Xi a chance to meet with Biden and try and cool U.S.-Sino tensions. It would have shown the world, which is growing way more suspicious of him and China, that Xi is still a global player. The only reason Xi would skip out on the G20 would be if he felt he couldn't leave China, that it wasn't safe because he had to deal with internal power struggles. One thing is clear, as China's troubles worsen in the coming months, Xi will only have more and more political turmoil on his hands. The question is, will he survive it? There's a video I want to show you, but first, this episode is sponsored by PC Doctor Drive Erase. There are a lot of reasons you might want to erase a hard drive. When you recycle an old computer before you send it in for repair, or if it has sensitive data that reveals your shady ties to mole people living deep underground. Erasing drives should be easy. That's why PC Doctor Service Center Drive Erase provides an easy, guided path to erasing hard drives properly. It automatically removes a freeze lock and erases hidden HPA and DCO sectors, and it uses the most secure erasure method available for the drive. After it's done, it verifies that everything got erased properly and gives you a PDF certificate that's also stored on the drive. Drive Erase supports MMC partition regions, NVMe namespaces, and multiple drives in parallel. And there's no limit to how many drives it can be used with. So if you're ready for an easy-to-use solution to clean out your hard drives, use PC Doctor Drive Erase. Plus, we have something special for China Uncensored viewers. Get 10% off PC Doctor Drive Erase using coupon DE10OFF. Use the link in the description below to learn more. And now, I want to show you this video from our new channel, Gamers Unbeaten. It's the secret meaning behind chess. Check it out. Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. See you next time.